Today we're talking with Danielle Valentine and Lieutenant Robert Langston from the Akron Fire Department about what to do in case of a tragic fire. Danielle, you were talking about closing doors. I'm going to ask each one of you, how important is it, who thinks about closing doors?
Well, I had always heard your children sleep with the doors shut, and that's your safety, and I knew why. So the fire didn't go to the door, but it's more than that. When the fire was coming through the window in the living room, I had to go all the way upstairs and then all the way down the steps. And if the basement door wouldn't have been shut, smoke would have entered. When I opened that door, and I remember cracking it, and I squeezed through it and shut it behind me again. I went and woke Carter up, got him upstairs. When we opened it, we were hit with smoke then. But the thought of that was, if that door would have been open that whole time, before I would have even got to him, his room would have been completely engulfed in smoke. So the importance of keeping them shut when the kids are sleeping, but then also, if I would have shut the doors as people came out of the rooms, our stuff, I think, would have been a little bit more preserved as well, because the fire doesn't usually get to the whole house. We were a total loss because smoke got to the whole house and everything was so smoke damaged there was no restoring it. And so I think the doors go to both ways, of people and keeping them safe in their lungs. Less went into my son's lungs because that door was shut, but it could have saved my stuff.
Lieutenant, what can you add to that? Doors are important, and is there something else that we could think about?
Yeah, we just released a public service announcement on close. It's called Close Before You Doze. And we had a film clip of a house that showed the difference between closing the doors and not closing the doors. The doors that were closed were much more preserved, just like you said.
Yeah, 100%.
The ones that weren't were all fire and smoke damage. So the idea is close the doors when you go to sleep at night. That way, if there is a fire that's impinging on your room, you are separated at least and have some time to find a different way of egress from that room and to get out.
Join us on our Future Forum 360.